Alright guys, so this is a few different ideas on what we can do for infill on the GC20s guardrails. So up on here we're going to have a, I believe it's a 2x8. So these are 6x6 posts, right? Spaced about every 5 foot apart. What's missing on this right now is still the top horizontal piece. So it's going to be a 2x8, I'm sorry, yeah, 2x8. So it'll be from here, it'll go out 8 inches, 2 inches past there, and go up 2 inches, right? So it'll be a rectangular tube that goes all the way down. Hopefully we have a model we can show that illustrates that. But this is just the infill material. We're looking at different ways to build this without using wood, right? So the guys over at Deckorators sent us several samples of their product. So this is one of them. Both of these are all aluminum, extruded aluminum, powder coated, some really nice stuff. And right now we just have them set temporarily up here. So you know these do move around a little bit, just because I don't have them set on anything. They're just there temporarily. Okay. Let me see if I can move these right now. Get it centered up. That's the way it would be right there. Okay. So two different ideas here. This is a nice extruded aluminum, right? So it's maintenance free, and these are aluminum balusters as well. They look pretty sharp. Okay, so that's one look. They're mounted to the posts with these little brackets. These brackets get screwed to the posts, and then you can see these are little caps. Just come right off, right? They just snap on. That. Okay, so that's one option. The other option is this right over here. This is the same size as a traditional 2x4, but it's extruded aluminum. Okay, so you can see it's just aluminum. It has these neat little brackets, same concept. These brackets get screwed onto here, and then these just sit inside those brackets, those mounting brackets. Okay, this is just set up here temporarily as well. Now with this comes in a few different options. I'll show you in a little bit the fasteners and how this works. But we have that style there, or we also have this style here. It kind of gives it a little bit more flared look to it. It's kind of cool looking. Okay, so there's the flared versus the more typical, right? We can do either one. They look pretty sharp. All right, so how does that look? All right. Both look pretty good. Obviously this one looks a little bit more substantial because it's, you know, the horizontals are a lot thicker. That looks nice and clean and simple. Both of them look pretty good. And here's what they kind of look like if you were on the bridge deck. Right? Looks pretty good. I do like it. The guys over at Deckorators went all out and sent us a whole bunch of samples to a whole bunch of their products. So I'm still going through these, but for this particular project, everything that we're using uses these, they're called the classic aluminum balusters. Okay, so that's what that's what this is here. This is just a classic aluminum baluster. It's powder coated. It looks great, right? They do a great job, right? So and they sell these in several different lengths, so we just cut them down to fit our application. And then let me start off with this one over here. This piece here, they call this the ALX Classic. Okay, and it has these built-in. We had to cut this one down to size. You can see this comes in at 6 feet, and our opening's about 5 foot, so we had to cut it down a little bit. So this is what it looks like here. It's all nice and powder coated. What's nice about these is that it has these nubs built right into them. So all we do is take this and we insert this right inside there. And it's as simple as that, right? It's kind of a cool system. And it locks on pretty well. All right. So that's that style. The other style that we saw is this stuff right here. Okay, that called the handrail 6-foot deck aluminum 2x4 black powder coated stuff. Okay, and with this, they have the holes already pre-punched, right? Only on one side, so they have holes every 4 inches, and so then that allows us to use the 2 different types of connectors. So these are the 2 different types of connectors you saw over there. We have this one, baluster connector. Okay, this is a standard baluster connector, so we would use a screw and we would attach this here. Okay, and then when we go to let me grab another baluster. When we go to fit this in, oh, that's actually kind of hot. It just slips right in. Let me put it here on this so you can see it a little better. So once we slide it down inside, you know, I'm not going to push it all the way. Well, actually, I guess it's almost in all the way. You can see that you can hardly see any of that at all. Okay, so it's all concealed. So all you see is baluster. Okay, whereas see that? Pretty cool looking. All right. Whereas if we grab another hot baluster sitting in the sun, here's the other style here, right? So this is the designer baluster connector. So it has that nice little, just a flare to it, right? Looks pretty cool. So this one, we put the baluster on. That's all there is to it. It looks just like that. So that would, the baluster would first screw onto, we would screw the baluster onto to this, the baluster connector onto this tube first, and then slip that baluster on. Okay, and that looks pretty good as well. So that's, you know, that's one style where you see the baluster nice and flared out, or the there's that one there, or the hidden one. Okay, so those are the differences there. They're all powder coated stuff. You can see these the standard ones come in a bulk pack. Here's the this is the brackets for the these tubes. Okay, rail bracket kit. Okay, all right. Well, here's a little sample of the flared baluster connector. They have a bunch of other neat stuff that so since we're using all these round balusters, you know, so all these are just round, we can do some pretty neat stuff. Like here's a neat basket that we can slip over this, right? Let me open that up. So the part here, this is called a classic basket. Okay, so we take this right there, that's what it looks like. So we can take these and slip them inside, and that looks pretty cool, right? So we can set 1 or 2 of those inside there. There's a little set screw there. We tighten those up, and it just gives it a pretty cool look. I'll let it down a little bit so you can see that. See that? It looks pretty sharp. They also have these other pieces. This is a round collar. Let me open that up. Okay, so this round collar, that's what that looks like. Nice powder coated stuff. It has should have a set screw. There it is. There's a set screw. So these we can slip inside here, right? And it just gives it. Of course, I'm using a bit of a scratched up one that we use for some other stuff, but hopefully you can get the idea. If you can add maybe one here and one on the bottom, it'll just make it look pretty cool. Maybe, well, I don't know. You can do it a lot of different ways. That's pretty cool looking. They do have a whole bunch of other stuff too. They have these, so if you want to do low voltage, right? They send us a package of this low voltage baluster. So looks like, kind of like a basket, but it's actually lit up, right? So that's really cool. Looks like these are square ones they sent us. Here's a good picture of that baluster basket, lit baluster basket. pretty cool stuff. But primarily we need to try to decide what kind of horizontal rail we want right now. Do we want to use this style here, or do we want to use this style right over here? Right, it's completely different looks. All right, what else can I show you? All this stuff over here is mostly all low voltage stuff, but I think I'll talk more about this once we get kind of this nailed down. We figure out which way we want to go there. A couple other things I wanted to show you is some of their low voltage stuff, the lights that we can put on the posts. So here's this style. This is called the Light Kit LV RCSD black 2-pack. All right, so there's actually 2 of them inside here. So this is just like a flush. So this would be great if it was kind of maybe pointing down on something. So maybe we can. Well, this one would be kind of hard for us to try to adapt it to the bridge. We might be able to put on that top rail pointing down, but that would be not on this one, but on the tube that's being installed way up there. But that may be kind of hard to install. Doesn't seem like we would want to install it on this post, either on the side or on the front, otherwise it's be a little bit blinding. But this other one that they have here, this is actually really cool looking, right? So this may work pretty well. I don't see a part number on here, but this one we can either, if we apply this to, let's say somewhere inside here, maybe in line with the rail there or something, if we drill a hole inside this post and then we insert this thing so it's flush, right, pointing down, that actually would look pretty cool. If we did that on every single post all the way down, that would look pretty sharp, and it would focus the light down on the deck. Obviously right now this one's missing the deck, but that would look pretty cool. Or we can put it maybe on the face over here. So you can walk over here. So maybe like here, drill a hole and insert this, right? This is just a cavity. So we have all this room here. Hopefully it's picking up that cavity there. So that may look cool. Of course, it would require quite a few more of these. You would have 2 on each post. One on the post here and one on this side over here, right? As compared to just having one on the face. I'm kind of liking that one on the face. It may actually be pretty cool, right? So every single post would have just one of these lights, and so we'd actually need to drill 2 holes here. So one hole would have one hole over here somewhere for us to insert this light, and then maybe like a hole right here to run the electrical back over and around, and tie them all together. Maybe run the electrical underneath this angle here. So that's a possibility too, and that would look really sharp. Okay, so there's the 2 different styles in there. They really look like a good quality product. So that's another option to consider.